What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we're talking about this guy, the OnePlus Pad, and we're going to talk about how it performs as a tablet and everything else involved with this thing. So definitely sit back, relax, hit that like button, and let's get into it. So before we get into what I think and all that stuff, let's just get the specifications out of the way because, I mean, honestly, they're not the biggest part of this tablet right here that I have to say about it anyway. So inside we have the Dimensity 9000 system on a chip. We have 8 gigabytes of RAM, and we have an 11.61-inch display around the front that has a resolution of 2800 by 2000. And on top of all of that, it's got a 144 hertz refresh rate, which is just absolutely butter. The display here has 500 nits of brightness, and honestly, it is very, very smooth. It's got an adaptive refresh rate, so it can go from like 30 hertz to 60 hertz, 90 hertz, 120 hertz. One thing I do want to say about the display is that the 144 hertz refresh rate is only available to specific whitelisted apps, as I was told by OnePlus, but you do get up to 120 hertz when scrolling, things like that, so it's still very buttery smooth. As far as the design language goes, you can see it kind of looks like a large OnePlus phone. We got the OnePlus logo right there on the middle of the back. We have a camera right there that is best for taking pictures in landscape mode, though you're probably not going to catch me outside taking pictures of this. We'll talk about the camera in a little bit, though. The design, though, is very familiar. It looks like a OnePlus product, and it feels like a quality OnePlus product as well. So like I said, on the back, we do have a camera here. It's a 13 megapixel shooter. I'm not gonna be taking any photo samples of this because honestly, you don't want to be out there taking photos with your tablet. But it's capable of shooting up to 4K video at 30 frames per second, and around the front we have an 8 megapixel shooter as well. OnePlus has sprinkled some special features in here, including the ability to have seamless notifications between your OnePlus Pad and your OnePlus smartphone, and they also have a data sharing feature that's coming out in a couple of months here that will allow you to seamlessly share your data plan from your OnePlus phone to your OnePlus Pad without having to even think about it. It'll automatically share the connection, which is pretty cool. Of course, you can do things on here like have little windows of apps that you like. You can have side-by-side apps, which is great as well. There's just a lot of little things implemented in the software that make this a great tablet experience. It's obviously nothing new. We've seen this on other tablets before, but I'm definitely happy that we have it here with the OnePlus Pad. Now, all of that is great, but how does the OnePlus Pad perform as a tablet? I will say right off the bat, this kind of matte finish on the back here with this metal body does collect fingerprints quite easily. Like, it just collects like little fingerprints that aren't that big of a deal, but just something I noticed in terms of the use. As far as it performing as a tablet though, it's the iPad of Android tablets, at least in my opinion. This is a very, very solid piece of hardware right here. This whole thing from the back, the construction, and as far as the usability goes with the software, it's kind of like a giant OnePlus phone, just as everybody would say with the iPad, oh, it's kind of like just a giant iPhone, but it works, and it does a very good job at everything that it's supposed to do. This is a very premium experience in my opinion. Everything from the construction to the software. Yes, it's an Android tablet, and there are some accessories that you can get with this, which we will talk about in a second, but I absolutely have enjoyed this. It really has no lag, there's no delay or anything. I haven't had any hiccups with this tablet. It's just been working just as expected right out of the box. It's very, very fluid. And as far as the battery life goes, with a 9,510 milliamp hour battery and excellent stand time, honestly, battery life is a non-issue for me, at least in my experience. So let's talk about some of the accessories and, well, the elephant in the room here, because honestly, this really feels like to me OnePlus was like, hey Apple, can I copy your homework? I promise I won't make it the same. And it basically turned out, okay, well, I have to tell you here. So we have the OnePlus Stylo, and then we have the OnePlus magnetic keyboard here. I have both of these here, and when put together, it feels like an iPad-esque experience. Even down to the Stylo being like magnetically adhered to the top of the tablet like this, it just gives you iPad vibes. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because honestly, the Android tablet space needs more premium tablets out there, and I really do appreciate all the effort that went into making this a premium tablet. Now, when it comes to using the Stylo and the magnetic keyboard, they're both functionally flawless. I mean, they work really well. The Stylo has a lot of levels of sensitivity. I'm not an artist and anything like that, and I'm not going to be drawing some amazing pictures on this device here, but I will say that it feels very, very fluid and very easy to use. And the magnetic keyboard is great as well. It just locks right into place, as you can see on the back of the tablet here, and then you just dock it on the 3 little pins at the bottom to get it to stay in place, and you can use the keyboard with the tablet. It's got a trackpad as well, which feels very nice. And honestly, like I said, this is putting all that together really feels like they took some design cues from Apple, because they definitely did, and that's not a bad thing. Like I said before, we need more premium tablets in the Android space, and I'm very happy that OnePlus has risen to the occasion to give us something super premium. And on top of all that, I do think that under $500, this thing is definitely worth picking up if you've been waiting for a premium Android tablet experience. The OnePlus Pad definitely delivers on that, plus some, and I am very happy with it. As far as highlights go or any other notes that I have about the OnePlus Pad, I mean, I gotta say, it's just a nice tablet. Like I said, it is the iPad, for me, in my opinion, the iPad of Android tablets, because it just puts all the pieces together in a very premium way that really, really works. And I can't say enough good things about it. This is definitely one of those instances where I feel like just copying Apple verbatim isn't really a bad thing. It just makes everybody win all around, because you get this premium tablet on the Android side of things, and you get all the cool features that come along with that, like the sensitivity of the stylo or the magnetic keyboard. And I know other tablets have done this in the past, and that's great and all, but I actually really do like how the OnePlus Pad puts it all together. So all of that being said, is the OnePlus Pad a great tablet? Yeah, it definitely is, but I would love to know what you think about the whole thing down in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new around here to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. I really do appreciate all the support, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.